This is my last AMC update video, which is kind of funny because I think Composite Man is going to use me as a catalyst to give a short-term bounce to AMC. But regardless, I've given myself a lot of time to think about this, and that's the way it's going to be. And I'm going to walk you guys through that, and I want everybody to be on the same page as to why. Which is funny because it's not because I don't believe in AMC. It's for different reasons. I still actually think AMC is going to hit an all-time high, just not very soon.
Bro, what? It's going to squeeze. AMC's going to squeeze? Bro. Right. I like that gold chain, though. I like the gold.
Through why I'm making this decision. So, to everybody who's taking the time to stop in, listen, I appreciate you. Give me the opportunity, give me the chance, listen to this all the way through and understand where I'm coming from before you get frustrated or angry.
Bro, what's up with the stash?
And leave my mom out of it. If you're going to bully my mom, that's not fucking okay. Don't do that shit. So, let's just do it.
He's gone wild. A lot of things has happened, man. So, revelation. If you thought I was about to react to this video, not really. I talked about Trey once on my channel previously. So, let me give you a quick background, and there's actually something to take away from this video, something really interesting. How this dude came out of nowhere, literally took his YouTube channel to 380,000 subscribers, matter of a year, okay, and literally created a close to seven-figure business on YouTube, and he literally messed up a month ago. Maybe he's gonna fix it later. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but I'll show you exactly what happened, because there's, you know, you can see two sides. The positive stuff that anybody literally anyways, you know, let's actually get back on it so you know exactly what I'm talking about. So both of us, Trey's Trade, right? I created a crypto channel beginning of 2021, and he created Trey's Trades. All right, just to be sure, if you go about to the section, you see it says join December 13, 2020, so just almost the beginning of 2021, right? 62 million views. All right. And I'm not gonna go all the way back to where he started, but this channel, 99% or 90%, over 90%, is all AMC related. All right. So I discovered this back when GME and MC, you know, it was popping, stonks, and he was knowledgeable. He came out of nowhere, created, you know, this channel literally, and he's just started doing live and talking about AMC live, 6 hours, 7 hour lives. And literally, I guess one of his videos, some of them, if you go back, right? If I go to see most popular, if you look at this, almost 500,000 views, right? And he did a live once, or, you know, several times, which literally had millions of views, you know, and obviously some of them are set to private now. But if you go back, this guy is probably in his early 20s, 25, right? So I understand what he goes through, and he also was in the army, okay, started in the hotel rooms streaming and all this stuff, which a lot of you, if you follow him or followed him, might you know. So coming from there, literally, you know, created this channel, live stream on only AMC, one niche. It's not just stonks or stock, it's just AMC. So now what happened, I'm not gonna get into much details, okay, but just to show you his social, 378, it was 380,000, you know, way beyond that. But he started dropping because of his last video. People are really pissed off because most of the people who joined, even his members here, because he's a lot of members here, he has a Patreon, which actually I'm going to analyze in a second. Like I said, we can learn something from this, right? On the other hand, before I, you know, go deeper, my channel, crypto channel, you know, stuck at 3,000 subscribers versus 300,000. It's a 100x over there, right? Just on one niche. AMC. Although there's a, you know, pro and con to it, because if you lose AMC, then there's nothing else you can talk about because your audience is AMC related, right? So it takes a lot, you know, to actually twist it and give your audience something new or they could relate to, right? That's why he's been losing it out. You can see, you know, the subscribers started dropping. However, 378 is very decent. On top, he built on his Twitter followers, 263,000 followers. That's crazy, right? And I'm not gonna get into the tweet because you can clearly understand he's kind of cray-cray and funny, and, you know, obviously talks a little cray-cray. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people like it. It's, you know, it depends. So I'm not gonna get into the comments. Some of them are really violent, but over here, silence equals inaction, sharpening. People are pissed off. Why did he quit? And if you look at this, November 2nd, 2021, almost a year ago, man, I've gotten some predictions over 10 months. And this is a pin post. The one thing I know absolutely certainly is that you have not seen the highest all-time high on AMC yet. So you say all these things, and then all of a sudden you say, this is my last AMC update, and you disappear, right? So obviously people are going to get pissed off, right? On top of that, this guy literally has a Twitch. Okay, I guess he stopped streaming. Steaming. Yeah, streaming. Streaming. Yeah, look at this. Last month, right? So pretty much he just stopped on Twitch as well. Anti-juicer. I mean, dude, he's 13,000 followers on Twitch. So do you see what he did? Just with one AMC, right? So now the problem is, actually, let's read the comments, okay? I'm not gonna go through his Patreon because these are all the money-making stuff. He literally did close to, some of the times he showed his accounts that he was making 50,000 plus a month from Google Ads, which is insane because you also have to understand this is a finance niche, right? So it's pretty much the CPM, everything is pretty high, right? But just showing you the possibility, like whatever, like, you know, what's possible in this world. And it's crazy. Obviously luck is involved, and but yeah, he took it to the next level. I mean, now it feels crazy to see this thing drop and he disappear. Obviously he's gonna come back, figure out something, but he pissed off a lot of people. All right, so I'm gonna read through one comment and then see what it is, because this comment, the top one, was very interesting. And just let's read this, okay? I was with Trey from when he was sub 7,000-ish. Man, this is long. Holy shit. But I'm gonna read fast. All right. Because he made a big deal to have 10,000 subs. When he was in his small hotel room, this actually explains the entire Trey story. That's why I decided to read this. When he was in his small hotel room with a multicolored strobe and before there was lamp. So I have history with Trey. I've learned a lot from Trey and I've seen him evolve into a pretty good trader. I respect his hustle and his candidness when he spoke from his heart about certain topics. But as an older guy who has had some success, I have never had a boss in my life. I had my first company when I was 16 years old, never went bankrupt, and run several successful companies. I'm going to tell you this to give some perspective on what I'm sharing next. Trey is an immature kid by today's standards, and that is a part of the problem. Trey is 24, 25 years old, and he behaves like he's 14 years old. It's a little wild. As do many young men. Trey is far different person today than he was 2 years ago. As time has come and gone, Trey, like all of us do let his circle of friends influence him. I believe Trey truly did and likely still does have an interest in fighting for the little guy. That's cool. And this is very important though. Think about this for a second, right? When you're 25 and you keep growing old, you might, you know, yeah, it actually happens. When you have a YouTube channel and you're a kid, 14 years old, and when you're 20 years old, you are not creating the same kind of content anymore because you can relate to it, right? But Trey has another angle anyways, right? But regardless of what his interests are, what his actions tell us is something different. Trey's complaint is that he's getting too much hate or criticism from his viewers, haters. Yet this is the exact audience that he has created. Trey encourages cursing and praying to a giant black dildo, which I can tell you turns off a lot of people. Sure, Trey says don't like it, you can suck my cock. Well, when you have that attitude, I mean, yes, he does that. And imagine, he does that and literally build his followers to that level by saying, suck my cock and worship the dildo. I guess I should start doing the same. I mean, that's probably the what do you call, the magic word, right? Black dildo. Of a lot of people. Sure, Trey says don't like it. Well, when you have that attitude and encourage the same type of behavior in comments, that is exactly the audience you will get. I brought a number of people to Trey over the last 2 years, and none of these people watch Trey anymore due to his antics and crude behavior. Are we too old, or are we just not cool? Maybe, but the more mature thinking crowd is much more likely to be loyal, not haters, not bullies, and not idiots. But when Trey's entire broadcasts are littered with him telling viewers to suck my balls, I have to shit. You know, all those encouraging words. It is not only that you drive high-value viewers away, but you turn raving fans into chronic critics, and the viewers who remain have absolutely no loyalty. They're the counter-loyalist fact. This situation that Trey finds himself isn't created by him. Trey, over a short period of time, created an environment that made it acceptable for certain members of his demographic to come after him and be critical of him, which is fine. We all need critics, but Trey created a weakness in himself that could not deal with the very thing he has created. Trey had a wonderful personal brand that he could have grown into a fantastic thing that could have helped many, but his constant self-sabotage has ruined all of that, and this last action likely did damage he will not be able to recover from. And he can hear Trey now say, fuck him, who cares? Trey, I see that, I hear you, but where are you, dude? And I would say be careful what you wish for, because you're young and you have let the words of a few people dictate your behavior and actions. And I'll tell you this, The definition of weakness is to give the words of another man the ultimate power to dictate how you feel or behave. Man, yes. I keep reminding myself. A lot of you might think, hey, this is the worst thing. If somebody says something to me and I talk about it, it's not just because I'm reacting to that guy, but I think it's an important topic. But if I react to that, behave based on what that person said, then I'm letting the person control my behavior, right? So that's BS. I don't let that happen. But some of the people out there will assume that's what I'm doing. But nope. But this is a really important thing, all right? The definition of weakness is to give words of another man the ultimate power to dictate how you feel or behave. Exactly. Seriously, how can you allow the words typed or even spoken, likely by someone you have never seen, dictate? Man, a lot of drama here. But see, some of the short comments now, and then I'm going to end this. Extremely well written. Thank you. This guy has seriously lost touch. Facts. The greatest comment I've ever read, so it makes me dead on accurate. That one is worth to be pinned. Trey himself, most accurate. This was so well said. I think the problem with Trey is now he's rich and he doesn't want to talk about AMC anymore and enjoy his life. I can see that gold chain. I'll take that gold chain. Please read this. Wow. Okay. Thanks for everyone, bro. What? I'm actually trying to see some interesting comments if I find. I think there may be more than his words. He's going to talk about stocks hours a day, every day across platforms, but will not talk about AMC. Even if it squeezes. Damn, you couldn't have said it better. People don't hate on people who aren't doing anything. They hate on people who are doing something right. 100%, very well said. As he collects money for his rent, why didn't he sell some of his stock to pay for it? Totally agree with everything you said. There was a guy, this one. Spot on. The constant degrading of his own mother made me upset much less. The dildo praying. Oh, that's tough. I really liked the guy and he was way more likable and impressionable in the first year. He's a good guy, but I don't know where it has gone. God bless him on his journey. I quit watching Trey because of his immature nastiness. I just can't stomach it, which sucks because I think he's one of the best traders out there. He's knowledgeable on trading and stocks and AMC, and this guy probably, I'll tell you, who actually knows technical analysis like TA. I don't get that shit. I do my own thing, but man, I don't know what happened to him. What are you, Trey? Very well said. Explain. I felt the channel has changed and not all is good or bad, while content is strongly improved. I very much agree with you, what you said here. I haven't made a single comment about this. There was somebody who said that they brought their mom, but then this one. Agreed. So well said. I've been talking to my friends and mom how brilliant a trader Trey is, but when my 93-year-old Asian Hawaiian mom saw him on YouTube, she got very offended with his cursing and praying to dildo antics. Oh my god, this guy has a long one. I'm not gonna read the entire one, but this is crazy. Mom saw him on YouTube, she got very offended with the cursing and praying to dildo antics. Yeah, imagine that. You bring your mom and this guy keeps saying, pray to the dildo. It's like, that's kind of messy. But he can do whatever he wants, and he literally, that's his channel. So, I can't stop him from that. But, now, I don't want to drag this longer, but literally, something to take away from this. Both sides. How someone can grow a channel to 7-figure, how you can also ruin it. Okay? I mean, yeah, learn from this, man. And I guess Trey's gonna come back and, to be like, fuck y'all, I'm back. He probably will do that. But I'm gonna see what happens though. Because if he doesn't talk about AMC, where is he gonna go? He's gonna gear his, one other thing before I end this. Some of the videos he creates, it also attracts new users. So while the old one goes out, unsubscribes, he probably might get new ones coming in. Yeah, that could happen. But I really don't know what happened to him. Man, it's brutal. Before my editing kicks in, I'm out.